Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Azkia Rahmayanti from Hall Polytechnic Jakarta 1, prosthetic and orthotic major. Okay, here we're gonna talking and sharing about terminology COM, COG, and COP. COM is center of mass, COG is the center of gravity, and COP is center of pressure. And the first one is center of mass, COM. What is COM? Center of mass or COM is a position defined relative to an object or system or of object. It is the average position of all the parts of the system, weighted according to their masses. Uh, the center of mass, where the mass of an object can be considered to be considered. The line of action acts from the center of mass and shows how gravity is acting upon the object. The center of mass can be found by suspending an object by a pin and then using the plumb line to draw on the line. Okay, another definitions. Center of mass is a point in a system that responds to external force as if the total mass of the system were concentrated at, at this point. Okay, the new location of COM in 3D space. COM is a point within can be without the segment. Okay, the next is whole body COM. Center of mass or COM, the imaginary point equivalent of the entire body mass is considered. It represents the point where the total effect of gravity which acts on the object. Locate a geometric center passively controlled by balance control system. Here, the link segment model. Link segment model defined as rigid bodies. Each segment has a fixed mass located as a point mass at the COM. Location of each segment COM remains fixed during movement. Length of each segment remains constant during the movement. Global frame of reference which divides the laboratory space into three planes. Each body segment describes the location and orientation of segment in space. Here there is the mass centroid, the mean position of all the points in all the coordinate directions. COM and COG are commonly used for biomechanical application than mass centroid. Where is the COM in the position? Approximately located just in the front of the lumbosacral junction during a standing posture. May move outside the body. The second is center of mass. Oh no. The position of the body segment move tendons to heavier part. General rules of center of mass. As a COG shifts upward, the object or subject becomes more top heavy, increase the tendency to be less balanced. Okay, the next is center of gravity. Center of gravity location is the average location of all the weight of an object. The center of gravity is a balance point of an object, also expressed as the point where all the mass appears to be located. Another definitions is COG is an application point of the resultant gravitational force on the body. Such a point may not exist, and if it exists, it is not unique. One can further define a unique center of gravity by approximating the field as either parallel or spherically symmetric. Okay, location of the COM in the vertical directions combine all objects as one point. The balance points if an object is symmetrically located and COG will be at the geometric center. Center of mass or COM equivalent with center of gravity or COG. but our body segments are usually asymmetrically tilted. Center of gravity. Center of gravity changes as you shift body mass. Okay, there will be change if you shift body. Okay, the next is an imaginary line that extends from the center of gravity to the base of support. Center center of gravity, the human body lies within the pelvis in front of S2. Okay. Line of gravity. Okay, the next one is center of pressure. What is center of pressure is the average locations of all the pressure acting upon a body moving toward a field. Another definition is the base of the ground reaction force factor lies within the foot, as that is the body segment in contact with the floor. Okay, point where the resultant of all vertical ground reaction force act represent a weighted average of over the surface contact with the ground related to base of support. Okay, the next one is stability. Stability is resistant to both linear and angular accelerations or resistant to destruction of equilibrium. If the object is displaced slightly in the terms of return to its original position, the equilibrium is stable. If after being displaced slightly the object tends to increase its displacement, the equilibrium is unstable. Okay, here the stable equilibrium. The second is unstable equilibrium. The third is neutral equilibrium. Okay, the stability concept is the ability to remain fixed, permanent, unchanged, or invariable. Factors for stability: size of BOS, height of COG from BOS, located of COG, mass or body weight, relation between line of gravity and BOS. Stability: size of the base of support in the direction of force or impending force. Refers to the area beneath an object or person that includes every point on contact an object or person makes with the supporting surface. Okay, the next stability 2. Hedge of the center of gravity above the base or support. When you squat down, you improve your stability. You lower your center of gravity or decrease the hedge of the center of gravity above and the base of the support. Conversely, standing up straight raises the center of gravity above the base of support and decreases stability. The third stability is location of the center of gravity projections within the base of support. Imagine that you drop a plumb line straight down from your center of gravity. That line is referred to as the vertical projections or projections of your center of gravity within the base of support. If the projection moves outside the base of support, you become very unstable. Okay, the next, body mass or body weight. Body mass or weight contributes to stability. Simply stated, the heavier bodies are harder to move and hence are more stable. Lighter bodies are moved more easily and are less stable. The next one, relation between line of gravity and BOS. The line of gravity to point of contact as base of support is an important for stability. Balance, a person's ability to control their body position to prevent falling or equilibrium relative to base of support. Ability to maintain the COG of an objective within the BOS. It needs it both static equilibrium and dynamics movement. Adjustment should be passed on mechanical principle. Okay, here base of support or BOS. They are in contact with the supporting surface. Greater base of support means greater stability. Okay, here is static and this dynamics. The base of support will be in the most stable when the line of gravity is in the geometric center of its base. Increasing the area of base of support will also increase the stability. Effect of a narrow BOS. Changes of COG falling within BOS decrease, subject becomes less balanced. During walking, COG moves forward of BOS, processor event walking. Foot will be advanced to extend the dynamic BOS. Base of support. Conclusion in regard to mechanical stability. Lower the center of gravity to base of support, the greater the stability. The nearer the center of gravity to the center of base of support, the more stable the body or object. Stability can be increased by widening the base of support. Okay, maybe enough until here. Sorry for all my mistake. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.